Guys, it's Reim here. Welcome back to Chapter 4, Part C. You can already see I'm making my way up to the next set of fights. Now I'm using the Dragon Sword because I like using the Dragon Sword against IS ninjas. What we can do is use a Lunar if you want, make this fight easier. Jump through the door, activate it, jump right back out, and start charging the Lunar 360 ET. You should have enough time to charge it, and what you're going to do is use the ET to hit them as they're coming out the door there. You're going to be able to focus your ET and hit several at once. Oftentimes you're going to delimb 2 or 3 at one time, and that just leaves one more fully intact IS ninja to deal with. The other advantage of being outside the door there is the archers can't hit you. So once you've taken care of the ninjas outside the door, come back in and use your flying swallow to get right next to the archers and take care of them normally. Now look at that pathetic attempt at doing combos. I'm just not inventive enough. So what you can do here is, if you want, I'm going to show you a save. But first make sure you get your Lives of the Thousand Gods right there. So walk up the stairs, there's a save here. If you want to use it, go ahead. I'm choosing not to use it. Instead I'm going to go right to the next set of fights, which is going to be a bunch of IS ninjas and a couple of archers. So the first thing I do is I jump up here and do an on-landing gleaming blade and release just before the ET happens, and you should be able to go right into a Izuna drop to that ninja. Now quick jump over to your right as soon as you can to the stairs, because the archer's going to be right there. And of course I had bad timing, got nailed in the air, so I take care of this ninja. That was a missed OT. There, we got my OT in. Now Flying Swallow is your best friend, especially Flying Swallow into a UT. Oh, now they've got me down to almost no health, so time to switch over to Plan B. Now, being next to a wall is a double-edged sword. You can hit a lot of them all at once, but they can do quite a lot of damage to you as well. Now, this fight's kind of weird because the IS ninjas always get stuck up on top there, and it's kind of frustrating that they can't figure out how to get down. But on the plus side, once they're stuck up there, they can't really figure out where the heck you are, so jump right over to them and attack them. Now I'm actually going to do an okay combo right here. This is going to be XXXXX, Shuriken, Flying Swallow, or X plus A, then Flying Swallow. Love that combo, especially the Flying Swallow mid-air. It's going to cut them in half every time. Now we're going to jump down, go back and save, and get ready for the next fight coming up. Now, the next fight coming up is just an insanely irritating fight. It's a bunch of those flying dragons that shoot fireballs at you, and the first time I did my run through this, I didn't have enough projectiles to hit them. And so it's kind of a stupid fight. I happened to have enough, or hit them well enough where I kill every single dragon with my projectiles, but I think I only have a couple projectiles left. I don't see the point of this fight other than just to put it in there. Now this chest here is either going to have essence or bats, and I just saved right before so I can make sure I get the essence, because the bats, the only thing they give you is a little extra karma and extra kills at the end of the chapter, and I'm going for neither. So I'm going to do here, activate the fight, jump back in here, take care of the first couple ones. I'd like to stay in the center with bow UTs, and you shouldn't take too much damage, but of course you take a little bit. Make sure you have a full stock of arrows and incendiary shurikens. Also, if you haven't used the devil mushrooms in this chapter, you can also use Ninpo to take out a few of them and then go back and restock your devil mushrooms on the 2 dead bodies. Now they're not coming out, so I'm going to try to lure them back. Yep, got some fireballs coming at me. Okay, this strategy just is not working, so I say screw it. I'm going to go right back out and just do your standard tried and true method of jumping, shooting a couple arrows, jumping back and forth. Now the hard part about this is they've got you focused into pretty much jumping in a straight line, which means you're going to get hit more often with fireballs. So you can either do the jump, shoot a couple arrows, and then wait for blue essence to get to you, or you can do a jump, shoot a couple arrows, and then do an on-landing. Advantage of doing the jump, shoot a couple arrows and doing on landings, you kill them quicker and you kill them more efficiently. Disadvantage is you get a whole lot less blue essence. So whichever you feel most comfortable with. Now I'm switching on incendiary shurikens, just jumping and tossing. So what I don't like about this fight is, where's the skill? All you're doing is jumping and tossing and hope you don't get hit too much, and hopefully you can take care of them all before your projectiles are gone. Also, the incendiary shurikens kill them in one hit, but they a lot of times like to duck under them and avoid them, which is pretty frustrating. So all this is over and over and over again of just boredom and tedium. This fight should have given a little bit more on the lines of environment to manipulate, at least make it a little bit more interesting. But nope. And they have another fight that really is pointless right next to Wolf in Chapter 6. Basically, the only reason I can figure out they put it in there is just to deplete you of health before you fight Wolf. Okay, now I'm going to show you a trick here. Do a charge. Now, even though I had one incendiary shuriken, you see I tossed 3. So make sure if you only have one incendiary shuriken, you still have ones left to kill, that you use that trick, because you'll actually get more incendiary shurikens out of it. Now we're going to go back and save. You can already see I've replenished my incendiary shurikens, replenished my health, and I've also replenished my arrows. So let's save here and get ready for the next fight. I'm going to show you a little shortcut how to get down here and land right next to the place you're supposed to wall jump right up. Just do that, jump up. Now the next fight's going to be IS ninjas. There's only going to be 4 of them, so it shouldn't be too bad. But before that, I'm going to make a pit stop, and I'm going to upgrade my dual katanas all the way up to level 3. Now if you haven't picked up your dual katanas, make sure you do so. They're sitting right next to the incendiary shurikens, right where you did the test of valor. So upgrade my dual katanas, switch over to regular shurikens, switch over to my dual katanas. I'll show you where the second mushroom is at this end of the chapter. So make sure you use that if you need it. Gonna jump up here and take care of these ninjas really quickly. Now I'm gonna do one of my favorite moves, the dual katana. X, Y, X, 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 pause, Y, and then I'll do a flying swallow. Now I killed both, so now watch this UT, just completely decimates them. One's dead, go right to the next one, and they're dead before most of the UT is over with. So that was easy. Now we're going to get ready for Alexei. I'm going to grab this diary here, jump down and save, and I always save before boss fights whenever possible. All that's left is Alexei, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my claws and get ready to fight him. Now for me, Alexei is a really difficult boss to dodge all of his attacks. So I'm going to be extremely aggressive here and use my Talisman of Rebirth on purpose, not worry about dodging everything, just attack him, attack him, attack him until I've used my Talisman. I'm going to show you a pretty simple way to just shred the life out of him. First of all, the Claw's Flying Swallow has probably one of the best moves against him, has a very high connection percentage, and it seemed to stun him more than any other Flying Swallow. Here's a quick shortcut here to get up to him. I'm also going to combine the Claw's Flying Swallow with a 360Y right after it, and it's just going to really take his life off. And like I said, I'm going to purposely use a Talisman of Rebirth because you get a brand new one on a dead body in Chapter 5, so if you don't use this one here in Chapter 4, it's going to be completely wasted. Okay, so just Flying Swallow, and I didn't land close enough to do the 360Y. There we go, and look at that. And if a couple key hits hit him, it really takes off a lot of life. You can already see we're over at a quarter life gone. That grab was a little bit questionable, but he's going to grab me right in the middle of a Flying Swallow a little bit later on when I should have had iframes. Now look at that, we're already over half of his life gone. That's just a great move. I'm just going to keep on attacking him over and over again. That, I should have had iframes. He should not have been able to grab me with that. But that's okay. Like I said, I was purposely trying to use a talisman so it would have gone to waste. Now, this right here, don't even bother attacking him. When he goes into his berserk mode, he becomes a real big pain in the butt. That right there, that whirl tornado attack, that's really difficult for me to dodge. I use Ninpo, and it usually goes right into another one. So what I just try to do is dash around and try to avoid it. And just like that, I killed him pretty darn quickly. I love this cutscene coming up. It's really easy. In fact, I was able to kill him 3 or 4 times in one night just testing the strategy out very, very reliably. So that's the end of Chapter 4. I'm sorry this last video is so short. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in Chapter 5.